For 22 seasons, Tyra Banks sold America one very specific image: a mentor, a maternal figure, a woman who called her panel her family and her contestants her girls. The show was built on that image. The brand depended on it, and then the cameras turned off. Miss J. Alexander, the man who taught Tyra Banks how to walk a runway when she was 17 years old, just revealed that after suffering a stroke so severe it took away his ability to walk entirely, Tyra has still not visited him. Not once. That single fact destroys the entire persona. And it is just the beginning. Manuel was the creative director. The man Tyra called her right hand for 18 seasons. He asked to be excused from a racially exploitative photo shoot. The network said no. He tried to leave in 2007. Tyra responded with 3 words, "I am disappointed," and then stopped speaking to him off camera entirely. He eventually left, stayed quiet for years, then wrote a book he called Fiction, because fiction does not require legal permission from the people it resembles. He described the off-camera silence, the mental torture, the years of working beside someone who would only acknowledge his existence when the cameras were rolling. That is not a friendship. That is a performance of one. Miss J. Alexander was not just a judge. He was the soul of America's Next Top Model, the runway coach, the laugh, the person who made the judging panel feel like a family worth watching. In 2022, he had a stroke. He lost his ability to walk. The man who spent 20 years teaching models how to move they cannot move. Angela Bassett visited. Alfred Woodard visited. George Lopez visited. Tyra Banks, who has known him since she was 17 years old, sent a message saying she was in law. That was it. When Cherry Shepherd asked Miss J on live television if Tyra's absence made him feel some type of way, he looked directly into the camera and said, "Yes, that yes is the most devastating thing anyone has said about Tyra Banks in 20 years of coverage." And then there are the contestants, the girls the show was supposedly built to help, and Ward 1 Cycle 15 dominated the competition. Won Best Photo 5 weeks in a row. Tyra put the crown on her head in front of millions of viewers. The real fashion industry pretended she didn't exist, because ANTM winners were a punchline to the people who controlled actual modeling careers. The show gave her a crown and a curse simultaneously, and then moved on to the next cycle. And Ward is now a successful illustrator and artist in Dallas, a life she built entirely outside the industry that used her body as a ratings stunt and then discarded her. Manuel escaped and wrote the truth. Miss J is still waiting for a visit, and Ward walked away and built something real. 3 people, 3 different kinds of damage. One empire that never had to answer for any of it. Tyra Banks built a family on camera. The moment the cameras stopped, so did she.